Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good afternoon, I am Storm Track 7 meteorologist Joshua Franson, and most of the clouds we've had from this morning have moved out of our area, and we're beginning to see those sunny skies. Pretty much will progress throughout the entirety of the day today into the afternoon and evening hours overnight. And then tomorrow is actually when we finally start to see some clouds build in. Will pretty much be mostly sunny, especially in the morning before these clouds down here. These are actually the remnants of Tropical Storm Francine beginning to make their way up towards us. And they'll mainly just give us some spotty clouds throughout the day before they get thicker overnight. And then we're pretty much left mostly cloudy by Friday. But overall, another thing we have to handle is despite having sunshine, we're still going to see haze on the horizon, mainly due to the wildfire smoke aloft, fairly thick. And this will continue to linger over us throughout Wednesday and into Thursday before Friday. When we finally get clouds, that's when the smoke finally decides to give us a little bit of a break and thin on out. Now it will not reach the surface completely, but there is a chance it could drop down air quality to moderate, so just keep that in mind. Winds today, they're going to be fairly light, as we'll be sitting at about 5 to 15 miles an hour. Some spots might be a little bit more heavier than others, but it's still fairly light, as we'll be out of the south in the afternoon, and then in the evening swap to the southeast. Remain about 5 to 10 miles an hour out of the southeast before we pick it up again tomorrow. And then winds further throughout the week is we're eventually going to see a change, as tomorrow will still be southeasterly on our winds, and we'll get up to 89 degrees. But after that, when the remnants of Tropical Storm Francine arrive, we're going to start seeing those temperatures drop along with that cloud cover before we do eventually rebuild into the weekend and further into the next week back into the mid-80s, but not as hot as we are going to be today and tomorrow. Overall, one thing that is going to change, though, is while we've been dealing with dry heat with our lower dew points, we're actually going to see those dew points go up this weekend. As we start to see on Friday, we get up to 57, then Saturday and Sunday, we get very close to that humid category, getting close to the mid-60s for those dew points, and those will probably continue to climb into next week. But overall, for today, expect your temperatures to be in the mid to, I'd say, upper 80s, mostly or pretty much sunny skies, warm and hazy outside, winds out of the south at 5 to 15 miles an hour. And then tonight, we drop down to the upper 50s and remain clear. Some spots a little closer to those mid-50 levels, but overall, skies will be clear and it'll be a fairly pleasant evening, fairly calm evening. City-by-city forecast shows us by Thursday, we eventually see those temperatures reach their maximum. Waterloo at 89 degrees and everywhere else just a little bit warmer than they were on Wednesday. And then we also see a little bit more clouds on Thursday, and those continue to build into Friday, sit in the lower 80s, be a little bit cooler. And then this weekend we'll eventually get back up to those mid 80s, and we see a decent chances at rain before we get a brief break on Monday and Tuesday, and then more rain later on next week.